morning. It is Monday, April something. I don't know. I'm losing track of the days. What is it? It's April 6th. And this is just a peek into our day and morning. So we are getting the kids up. Well, they woke up on their own. Get them dressed. They have to make their beds. And then they are eating breakfast. We have one and the other two are coming. They're making their beds and getting dressed. We just find that getting them dressed and having them make their beds and brush their teeth gets them ready for the day. And I feel like it has really helped with them not being so antsy-pantsy and feeling like they have to get out of the house. They have a routine and we've been really keeping busy. And it is raining. Can't tell. Don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty gloomy. So it looks like we'll be inside.
Yep, it's raining.
It's raining. Now for the other two boys to come and eat. I have 2 meetings today, so our homeschool day will be a little interesting.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're so cute. And then this is our menu for the week. And this is our schedule. What we're going to do for the day, what we do every day actually. And then our journals. And on here I put I would not spend more than 2 hours a day on schoolwork. Obviously your personal times will vary, but don't overload them. Working individually is a lot different than working with a class. Here are the boys combing their hair, putting lotion on, getting ready to go out and get breakfast. And we just open up the blinds. I light a candle and try to make it as fresh in here as possible. Good job, Jay. We need to feel as normal as possible. Right, Jay? Good job, dude. You're going to have the softest hands and face. Making beds. All right, we're getting ready to take our vitamins. So we have Flintstone Gummies Immune Support.
Yeah,
And the Flintstone Gummies hard ones. Okay. And we had the elderberry, but they're out, so we just tried to find anything with immune support. Okay.
I get eaten.
Jay, what are you going to have for breakfast? Besides your vitamins?
Waffle.
Just so you know, I do take my own advice. I make my bed every morning and try to start with a clean room and open the blinds and get some air in here. And I get dressed. And some days I put on makeup, some days I don't. But since I have a couple of meetings where my face is going to be shown today, I will put on makeup. We'll see you soon. All right, so they are beginning their morning work. It is about 8:20 and everybody's dressed, ate breakfast, teeth are brushed, beds are made. And we will do chores later because Mommy has a meeting at 9. So we're going to get started. So they have to put their first and last name. So we always say name on your paper. First thing we do. It's never too early to start putting a last name. And then they will start their morning work. So a lot of this stuff is very routine. So Jay, who is not a full reader yet, can still figure out what to do. And so I suggest if you're working at home on anything, work on printing, finger spacing, capitalizing, and punctuation. And just doing that routinely is going to be a big help for when they get back into school. So you can see how Eddie is using his finger space. And then Jay's Good job. He's doing the beginning sounds. So this is, again, the morning work from Teachers Pay Teachers. It's from a teeny tiny teacher. She has a blog, a website, and a TPT store, which I linked in one of the other videos, but I'll link it again. If you are one of my students, I already sent it to you. You guys are doing good. So while they're working, this one doesn't want to do any work, so I get to hold her. Right, Noni? And she's already asking for a Skittle and a Starburst and a lollipop at 8:30 in the morning. Back to work, grandparents.
Oh, okay.
Huh, Noni? So we're going to start with some coffee. We need coffee. Help us.
My turn. Done, Mom.
Okay, I'll be over there to check it. You can start your next one. Nice. I'll come look at it. Let's try writing our first and last name a little bit neater on this next one, okay? I'll be right over. I'm getting my coffee.
The school is red. Did he tell you that in the car? Are you hungry? Mom, I will have it.
Okay.
Mom. Mom, look at this. What does this say?
That says circle the complete
I
sentence.
stay here. I stay here.
Complete, like we did before in the spring break.
Oh,
Nice.
Mommy, how do you spell
Grandma. Grand.
Mom, hurry up, drink this.
Okay, careful.
Mom.
Hold on, Jay.
Mommy, how do you spell grandma?
Sound it out. Here is the magic of the morning. Double shot and some protein. It makes that glorious coffee drink right there. And that's going to get me through homeschooling and 2 meetings. All right, Jay is done with his 2 morning works, and Eddie is finishing his morning work. So after morning work, you can choose to do morning work or a journal. And then we go into language arts. So you can choose to do iReady, get on iReady for 20 to 30 minutes, read a book, write about the book that they read, a couple of sentences, and then you can ask them after they read the book, like, what can you tell me? What are the key details? Who were the characters in the story? What was the setting? Where did the story take place? Was there a problem in the story? And if so, what is the solution? Or you can get on Scholastic, and every single day there is a new book and activities for them to do. So you can choose what you want to do for your language arts time. So we are going to do our old booklets.
Out.
Side.
Right.
Pam saw the
Bug
on
the
windowsill.
windows in February 1962. John.
All right, so once they're done reading the story, this could be whatever book that you're reading at home for language arts, then they have to summarize, give me important details about what they read. And this is where the whiteboards that we ordered come in handy. They were super inexpensive and it came with 12. So I will link them below for you also. So we'll just write on the whiteboard what they tell me, and then they will write it on a piece of paper. Eddie will have US in space, and Jay will tell me all about sad ladybug, glad ladybug. All right, so my 2 meetings are done, and it is now 11 o'clock, so they are finishing language arts, and we will change our schedule a little bit for the day. After they're done with language arts, we, instead of a snack, will have lunch. They did PE with Dad while I was in my meetings. And then after our lunch and a break, we will have math, We will skip PE since they did that with Dad, and then our lunch, and then we'll do writing, and then they can create and build. All right, here we are with lunch, leftover mac and cheese. We did make more glitter grapes because delicious. This time we used just strawberry and lemon. You need to try it. This is probably the best one. And then we are going to go to math. All right, right now we're in math. Drew's on Khan Academy. Jay is doing kinder and Eddie is doing first grade. And we are going to finish math. You can do touch math at this time or iReady math if you choose.
Mom, I went pee, Mom.
Good job, Noni.
Drew eats more.
We start at the ceiling and we go down to the floor. Uh-oh. We're writing the number 3, not 0. So right now we are doing our journal. You can just take any paper you want, but this is for our writing. This is separate than our morning journal. So our topic today is over spring break for writing. So we want to start off with a sentence prompt. Over spring break, and I always tell the kids, don't just start on what you did. We're not going to just start saying going on a bike ride. We're going to say, over spring break, I went on a bike ride with my family. I also played Wii with my brother.
How we did this off?
Oh, wow, that's beautiful, Nora. Let me help you in a minute. Okay, so make sure that you start with a prompt. And then if you're in second grade, I want 3 sentences and a conclusion. Super topic, 3 sentences and a conclusion. And if not, if you're like Jay and you're 5, you're going to have just a couple of sentences. Okay, if you guys do this, I want to see pictures.
Oh, no.
And remember, over spring break, give me 3 things you did with a conclusion.
Mom.
See you soon. So when they're writing, it helps when...
Mom, look it.
That's awesome. When you write it on a whiteboard, and then they have something to near point copy, and then it helps them get all their ideas out. And then also putting lines under their words helps them stay on the line with line placement. So that's a big one. You can just practice using your finger spaces in between, but it really helps control their writing. All right, Eddie finished his journal, so he is going to empty the dishwasher, and he also has take out the trash. Drew is on his bathroom, and then Jay will do the cleaning up of the playroom when he's all done. All right, so that is basically our school day. It is now about 12:30. And we have finished all of our schooling. It's a little bit later because I had 2 meetings, and they will start chores, and then they will be able to build and do what they want. And then we will save TV and screen time for later. We personally do not allow any video games during the school week, and that goes for distant learning as well. And so if you have any questions, feel free to email or comment below. And we hope we gave you some ideas to go along with our schedule. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. See ya.